All right, hello and welcome, my friends. Habbage back again in the house. Well, side of a mountain, as some viewers would call it. But yes, we are back. We are hanging out in the midst of a thunderstorm, a bit of one, and that's about all I remember, Renault. Awesome to have a little break, a little vacation. Felt fantastic to go out and hang out with family. Hope everybody gets a little chance to unwind over the summer. I know I enjoyed it, but we now have some stuffs to do. One thing, man, I am so turned around. So I think we made this fortune right? CJ and Berger were both hanging out, chilling on the day that we got the Fortune books. Had a blast when we were going out through the Badlands area and picking up all our stuff because they were involved in kind of cheering us on and being real active. They got to share names on our first Fortune pick, and of course Troy got his name on our first Scully horse. Hey Berger, how you doing, man? I was just talking about you. You are very punctual today. How about that? Yeah, just talking about your pick here. Awesome, man. Well, good to see you. Awesome to have folks hanging out already. I am trying to figure out what we're doing, but I think one thing that we've absolutely got to do today is make a fortune pick so that if we find any awesome diamonds, we can max those out. Berger, you have any idea what we were doing? I sure don't. We went on our long trip. Oh, I did do a partial day where do that where we chopped down some trees. That was right before I left, I think. So this is our fortune pick. Well, a cultist returned so far. You got the police to yourself, man. Uh, Fortune 3 pick. All right, we want that. It's so worthwhile. And we'd made a bunch of these shovels because we were going to do a little bit of landscaping work. And I think that's probably the right thing to kick off with here as we're getting started. We're a little bit ahead of I tweeted out that we were going to go at about 9 o'clock. So we're really just dragging our heels here before we get into super exciting stuff. I think we'd like to see if we can find a good cave and go after some diamonds and whatnot. Um, got our diamond shirt. Our boots are a little dinged up. Let's go ahead and use the hoe and do a bit of farming here while we're waiting for anyone who may want to drop by to gather. For all you folks over in the YouTube lands, particularly, thanks so much for supporting me with all the views while I was goofing around and having a wonderful little break. You guys kept things going. Thanks so much. Very awesome of y'all. And for the new folks, maybe just coming by or catching the local stuff, thanks so much. Uh, we, I don't know. For me, for most folks, it's nothing. I got a little milestone right as I was heading off. We are up to 50 over on the YouTube side of things, and that's pretty darn nice, if I can say so. I know it's nothing relatively, but for not for having made some episodes but not really promoted the channel at all over on the YouTube side, and now basically spent a year with it just being a Get a Skulk Catalyst. Yeah, dude. I know. Um, we we got a ways to go before we get down to the deep, deep dark, man. But we're gonna make moves in that direction. That's for sure. For all the rest of you, though, um, thanks so much. Welcome. We are as I say it on the tweets, we kind of like to chill, play a little Minecraft, um, chat, hang out, and that's exactly what we're gonna do here today. Again, just kind of piecemealing our way through the beginning here while we give others a chance to catch up. Having been away for a little bit, I was not um, sure when I'd get back or when I'd be back on. So unfortunately, I couldn't say like, all right, I knew it would be this weekend, but I wasn't sure like, okay, yeah, it's gonna be Saturday. I did get back home yesterday, but it was too late, and lots of driving to get here, so I was not gonna dive in. But ready for the day today. Pretty excited. All right, so we just need to chop these pumpkins. For the rest of you folks, uh, curious, I I saw on the launch page over at Minecraft.net that uh, they had a blurb about chat filtering or something reporting, I guess is the correct thing there. In 119.1, but what was weird was that they haven't really. I guess Tuesday, maybe I've been out of the loop, so I don't know if there's updates or anything like that. But it was just kind of weird to me that we didn't have a whole lot of updates, even though they were talking about that. Or if you have to select a 119 update package to load it or something. Very strange to me, though. So, yeah, well, I guess we'll watch for that, but I'm curious over the course of the episode today, at least to get people's takes. What do you guys think about that? Are people happy? Was that something that had a big need? Were people being jerks on servers so much that they felt they had to step in and kind of um, get the private server stuff under control? I personally, I think when you get to that kind of level, 100%, 100%. If it's some kind of like a public server, but I don't know how to manage that. Um, I don't know. I guess I kind of feel it as a just a big new opportunity for people who will always be trolls to some degree to come back and troll people, right? Like you build up a server and you think it's awesome and you happen to like I don't know. I'm not this could happen in any way, but you like to tell dirty jokes on your server, let's say that, right? And you guys have had a server for how many years, right? It's been fine. You've got a community. Everybody understands what the term, what the deal is. And I guess you could, it's kind of like a chat or something. You can lay it out in that sense and say, you want to come hang out here, you're welcome. Understand this is what we're going to be. But I didn't see anything in the little article thing that talked about that in terms of servers that um, and I don't know, honestly, having never played, and I think for Berger and some of those might be tough to grasp, but I'm kind of single player. I love it. Uh, it's what I've done for over a decade in this game, and um, kind of what I look forward to doing more of. Right, so. I don't know how that works and what the setting and context is of a lot of these other uh, settings, systems. I don't know, but I do, I do hope because you try to open things up. You find somebody you thinks really would be a good fit to your group, like here, Berger and some of the others got this server kind of going, and I don't know if there's been other interest or not. I hope so for your guys' sake. Hope it grows, but I do wonder in that exact setting, right? You guys set it up, the three of you, for now, the three that I'm aware of. So you got Berger, you got CJ, and you got Troy, right? Everybody's having a blast. They're hanging out, good time, woohoo. And let's say it grows, right? It gets up to a dozen people that are all playing on it, building the world together, and everything's good. And then somebody comes in new because they love our channel, because you guys all do, and they go, you know what? I want to be a part of that too. Well, they get in and something happens, and all of a sudden they're not feeling as um, included or as um, accepted, or the language or the style of play or the direction of the server or anything like that doesn't fit what they think uh, is the way things should be going. And now with Minecraft, again, there's review, all that kind of stuff. I'm not saying that this is unworkable or unneeded, but how did I never get those trees? Man. Um, I I know how long it can take, or how long some of those overview review type things can happen in chats and moderation and all that kind of stuff. So I do wonder, hypothetically in all of this, of course, but how does that all play out when the new reporting abuse stuff comes? And I'm sure anybody that would be doing that kind of role would be familiar with the fact that, yeah, in everyone you're going to get some. I say younger, but a lot of them maybe maybe my age or older, right? Just small-minded kind of fun hater people that are like, you know what, I this isn't mine, or it isn't the way that I want it to be, so I'm going to ruin it for everybody, right? I'm going to take the football and go home because you guys aren't playing or letting me win or whatever, right? That kind of stuff. We've all dealt with that in our lives. It's not really bullying or anything like that. It's just kind of sad, but um, I'm sure Mojang has a feel for that. In today's day and age, they can't be creating a platform for people to bully or anything else, and just go, oh yeah, we don't, that's the server admin's job. Now you have the platform, you got to own it to some degree. So I understand that bit, but I do wonder how toxic does that get as a knee jerk when it first rolls out. How many people test the system, and um, how many server groups and people suffer until they figure out how to manage that, or is that a non-deal? They did say they wouldn't be monitoring the chat, so they don't have bots or anything. Oh well, yeah, I'm talking more about the update that's on the splash page when you load Minecraft now, that says as soon as 1.19.1 comes out, there will be reporting on any server, so any private server playing Minecraft. The people, the participants can come and report that. Now, with a server, you got to have an invite, right? It's not just wide open. You can't have. It's not like a Twitch chat where the bots just show up and can come get you. So I'm curious how that will fly when it first comes in. Will it be smooth? Will it hit some snags? Oh, listen. Anytime there's any kind of change like that, people are gonna lose their minds, right? It's just that's the way of the world. Um, I'm not that fly off. I do see that. I do see where people that have had long-standing servers, though, that's what I'm talking about, would feel like, dude, you can't, you know, I've had this for I don't know how long servers have been around, right? But a long, long, long time. We've had a world, and our world's national anthem has poop in it, and if little Johnny comes along and wants to join the server, and he's offended by somebody saying poop, that's it, right? But again, I don't know how Minecraft can. They say that they've got these independent reviewers. They're going to come in, right? So, yeah, no, I know. I know your guys is. I was using that as a hypothetical more than anything else. I think mostly private, right? We're a very small chat here. We don't have a whole lot, but some of the servers are very big and could be problematic. My biggest deal is they say, "Oh, don't worry about it. We'll review." If you say that you've been unjustly reported, Mojang says, "Don't worry about it. We've got independent reviewers." But they also say that they're not monitoring or recording the chats on your servers, which I don't know. I mean, I guess through the game code they could. So they're going to come in and review something that's all hearsay and pointing of fingers, and what that basically comes down to is a warning, right? Then you get a warn system. Well, we couldn't determine what was said, so don't do it again, and that whole thing just becomes a number of strikes, and that's not good because a persistent person that's got an axe to grind can just repeatedly report you, and something that's been really fun over a long time could go away through malicious. But at the same time, I'm the last person that wants to see people getting bullied, made uncomfortable just because they're coming in and wanting to play a game, right? And I hope there's going to be. I mean, honestly, I think you're probably right to do so, Berger. I think you make it private and then you make it very open about invitations, and that way you can protect yourself. Here's where it is, or you know if people in here are asking about it and they say yeah, you say yeah, we got a server, come join us, big party. You're gonna have to go to my Discord to get the link or something like that, right? It just is what it is, but it's kind of a tough deal, and I don't know. Are they going to be able to say that this server is age appropriate, right? You can say it's. I don't know how you then confirm that other than a check button, but at least you have that splash screen on the front that says, "I know I'm going into an adult chat," or at least a Twitch implemented. You got to be 13, right? That's a prerequisite, and at least it gives you a little bit of kind of a PG-13 implied deal. But I don't know. I'm very very curious to see what it is. But I was kind of also hoping that 119.1 was going to pop and go. Usually those have some good performance boosts, and that's what I'm much more interested in after the 119 has been out for a few weeks. Can we get a 119? Oh, one stability and performance thing. Eh, to be seen, right? I always say don't stress yourself out or waste your time. The sky is falling and all that kind of stuff. Every single time that there's been a combat tweak or anything like that, the game is going to be ruined. The Mojang doesn't know what they're doing. Microsoft is coming in. They're taking over. They're going to wreck Minecraft. I haven't seen any of those things come to pass. So I kind of hold it in good faith that this won't either. I think it's an unfortunate part of our world today that we do have to kind of nanny state the whole world and say anything that you come across out in your experiences in life that doesn't fit with exactly what you think is right. The best thing that you could do is scream and yell about it and try to make it come back instead of just, I can tell the moment I step into someplace, this isn't for me. For me, um, that's no. Don't worry about it. We're not gonna be here long. I'm basically, well, we're at 9 now, so we can kind of cruise out. We'll finish up this level. This is just pick away at it stuff for the farms. And honestly, it was making the iron farm over in my YouTube world that kind of slowed up progress. And oh well, and also I was streaming and kind of was like, oh dude, I want to be on the stream, not on just myself talking to myself and making YouTube videos. So yeah, well, we're gonna get out and see the world a little bit here. But yeah, back to the deal. You know, I think there's a time and a place to say that, hey, this is what's going on over here is not right. And from a liability sense and some of those kind of things, yeah, I can understand why it needs to be out there, but if it's just you don't like the language settings, or settings style that the group that you've come in to be a part of is using, that's the one where I was like, why can't we as people just take it on ourselves and be like, you know what, not for me. You guys do your thing, have fun. I'm out. Instead of, that's the deal. That's where I guess my biggest line is it's a server environment. Nobody is expecting or asking or forcing anyone else to be there. It's a place where people can come together to enjoy a game. But there's loads of servers out there, right? If you don't feel comfortable in one, go find plenty of other servers out there that support what you do want to do. But yeah, I can imagine people are freaking out left and right. Some of the things that are specifically built around not complying to rules and being free form. Those would struggle, I'm sure. Anyway, all right. Slow play, boring stuff. Yeah, the rest of the cult must still be sleeping in on a Saturday morning, man. So what you been up to, Berger? How's your week, man? Did you have a good one, or kind of just the summer grind? Good, man. My vacation was so good. Um, it's kind of that, perfect mixes of family and travel and nature and activities and stuff like that. We kind of just bounced all over the place, did it all. I've got a niece and a nephew. They're kind of like teenagers, and then it was my parents' 55th wedding anniversary, which is pretty crazy. It's a long time. Not many people get lucky enough to make it that long. And so this was kind of their treat to us to all get together. They were kind of saying, "Hey, we want you guys to come," and then our our time to kind of make it special for them and let everybody hang out, because we don't get that many opportunities. Ah, I'm bummed, man. Well, I mean, I'm not. School is what you make it, right? The homework and all that is never the best, but get to hang out, see all the people you haven't seen, and chill. I like that pig face, if that is in fact a pig face. Looks very Habbish. Um, that's you. Well, they make you want to. They expect you to do work, man. Did we lose iron? It seems odd that we have just a weird stack like that. All right, so we need a couple of these, one of those, one more of those. Now, hey, teacher, leave those kids alone. Um, did we find any? Well, we found the gold mines and we kind of poked around. I don't think there was anything that we immediately needed to go back to in the gold mines in the Badlands. Not one of them tries too hard to be nice whilst being overly strict, so it's terrible. So I got to ask Berger. You don't have to answer. I'm not trying to pry or anything, but the use of whilst there, I got to guess maybe some UK side of you there, or at least Queen's English. I don't know if you. I know you kind of dropped in here of late, but I've got a bunch of family over in the UK, and kind of mix of streamers on both sides of the pond that I listen to, but like the whilst. Um, yeah, it's good. The way I look at it is, it's kind of good prep for life, right? And I'm way past school now, done the career thing and all that. And let me tell you, whether you're getting paid or going to school to get a degree, you've got a ton of. You're always going to have a mix of people, right? Some that you get on with all the time, and it's actually trouble because you're screwing around and having too much fun partying at school or at a job or whatever, you're joking and laughing, and you got to kind of, okay, we got to buckle down. We got to get done what we're supposed to get done. But then you're always going to have people that just rub you the wrong way, right? They may not even be intentionally jerks. There may just be something about them, right? The way that they laugh, or they're a nose breather or something like that, and it just absolutely drives you insane. And you gotta deal with it. And sometimes you're gonna have bosses that are cool. You'd break through a brick wall for them, right? And others are there's a cave, are kind of just you know they don't care what you got going on in your day. You're struggling with something at home, or whatever relationship going south on you, and you're trying to make it work, or you've been sick, not feeling well, and they're just like, I don't care, get the job done, right? And the way I look at it when you got teachers and stuff like that is it's just good training. You're gonna have more of the, oh, what? Oh, that's through the. I was like, what is that? Oh, you were really exciting for me for a minute there, Spider, but we already got a bunch of string over in the gold mine, so I never liked these little head hanger drops. Not too bad, though. Let's go up. In there with the boys rather than having to use disco. Yeah, right? No, no, I'm really sorry. I'm going to have to do this. But yeah, you're going to detention. I'm doing it for your own good, though. This is for you to really help you. It's I don't know if you got into them or not, but it's like the Harry Potter books when they got that first like really horrid teacher, the lady, the toad-like one. She's all like syrupy sweet all the time, but she's just utterly malicious the whole time. That's the worst. Like I can, if you're gonna be a straight up disciplinarian, and hey, the rules are the rules and all that, then don't pretend to be my friend. Just be straight. Hey, these are the rules. I expect you to follow them. If I don't have to ride your case, then we'll get along fine. But I'm not your friend. That kind of stuff. I can deal with that if they're straight up about it. But then don't go around, trying to be all two-faced and, oh no, I'm your best buddy, that kind of thing. Well, at least you get to be back in school um, after all the COVID nonsense. And it's crazy that I got COVID for the first time here a couple weeks ago. Not fun, man. I don't recommend the experience for you younger folks. My niece had it at one point, at least according to the tests, and she hardly had anything. And mine wasn't terrible, right? It is what it is. But I got over it after it was probably 4 or 5 days of really being under the weather. But it lingered, man. I was on vacation and stuff like that. I was like, oh yeah, like 10 o'clock, I'm yawning, time to go to bed. And normally I'm not that. Um, but it was good to feel it going away while I was hanging out with everybody. I just hope, man, all the research, all the numbers say that I was not contagious when my folks got here, but I worry that dragging them all around and to places where I got somehow got exposed, and just having been sick myself, that would be the worst if my folks got it at their age because they were with me. Whew! Talk about you're feeling bad about something you didn't intend to do. That would be a bad one. All right, Burge. Well, it was awesome being able to hang out. Good luck. Good luck with the school stuff, and I guess we'll talk more about the server stuff as you go. But hope it's some fun, good progress over there. All right, up we go. Come on, we need a cave. Good cave. This looks flooded. Dang it. All right, so no good here. Um, we'll see what the rest of the audience participation is like. If we get the other members of the cult dropping by, or if others drop in that want to chat, that would be fantastic. Then we'll maybe keep roving a little bit, but maybe it's time we start on our staircase out of the base. Those have a good way of. Oh, how about over here? We'll keep looking on our way back, but maybe we'll get back over and try to staircase, see what that does for us. I'm just remembering now we had that one episode where we had the winding journey over to the cypress swamp. Big old gravel trap here. See, this isn't great. We want to go down. Pop, 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 pop. Whoop, pop, 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 pop. All right, we should be getting There's the fields. Don't want to step on our crops. Generally not good if you're trying to grow things to walk on them. All right, now berries. Back over in Troy's berry box, top of Troy's slab. Here from the beginning, we got some cobble. All right, so good side here. Oh, we got to figure this out first, don't we? Some birch. There we go. All right, awesome. You're in bed. So I think we'll let's maybe wind him down a little bit. Oh, I didn't get a gate. Now, if we give him this space, then we can start using the rest of this for some tunneling. What did I do over here? Because we want this to be, this is the horse chest. All right, let's move this. So this is going to be the stair end of the room for now. We can put the horse and animal gear chests over on this wall. Boom, boom. And now we don't have to keep these all locked up. Go back there. All right, so here's the setup for the style and excavation, and we'll kind of think we'll maybe do this where we go back a bit. How would this come out? If we went here, this is the wall one, and so that would be there for torches. Plenty of head clearance.